Why does someone succeed while others don't? Is it in our DNA? Is it the result of hard work? Or is it just simply luck? By the end of this video, you will understand your personal tendencies and learn what you need to do in life to achieve success. First, let me show you how life and professional occupation were organized in India. In ancient Indian texts, we find description of castes or varnas, as they're called. Varna dictates much of the life in India, determining, for example, where you can live and what job you can hold. On the screen, you see images that ChatGPT generated for me, which in my opinion turned out quite well. Even though there is a long history behind this division, the modern world demands new approaches. Simon Chukovsky, in his book The 5 Archetypes, reconsidered the 5 Dharma archetypes. He called them educator, warrior, merchant, laborer, and outsider. Let's see how it can help you find your life's purpose, as it goes hand in hand with your Dharma type. First one is educator. These are scientists, teachers, priests. They're like wisdom keepers. Their mission to educate others. They love to teach. Think about it. Do you like to explain things, tell stories, educate others? The qualities they possess, compassion, wisdom, self-control, empathy, they're idealists, but not always practical. They have a strong intellect, ability to grasp abstract concepts, flexible in character, less physically resilient than other types. They're good mentors, but often lack discipline and don't always practice what they preach. Motivated by high ideals and not motivated by money. If you feel like an educator, then like this video. Let's see how many of you are out there. But also they have weaknesses: irritability, lust, excessive self-criticism. Let's take Woody Allen. In my opinion, a great example of an educator. But at the same time, he was married 3 times, had affairs, and a lot of public scandals around that. Or Tiger Woods, a brilliant golfer, but also had affairs and struggled with drugs. Either way, the life mission of educators is to bring knowledge and guide society towards an ideal with their wisdom. They kind of shape progressive ideas. If you identify with this, here's what you should do to become a better educator. You must cultivate these things you see on the screen. Interesting thing is that they will get better ideas and inspiration through energy movement, like fitness activity or walking, rather than sitting before a computer all day. Second type is a warrior. Warriors are wisdom protectors. They are basically heroes. Think of Disney or Marvel heroes. Do you usually take matters into your own hands and act? Do you focus on the task until you complete it and achieve the result? Then you're probably a warrior. These are military, politicians, lawyers, government officials, firefighters, doctors. Their mission is to protect others, to find a just cause and give their life for it. Courage, strength of spirit, directness, insightfulness. These are innate leaders who seek to dominate. They are highly disciplined, aiming to change themselves and society. They have inherent desires to defend the weak, but they have weaknesses. If they become disillusioned with the world, with justice, they may show a tendency towards gambling and alcohol, a passion for competition, pride, cynicism, and selfishness. I think one of the most appealing and recent examples is Silvio Berlusconi, who served as the Prime Minister of Italy in 4 governments from 1994 to 2011 and was also a highly successful media businessman. He was accused of ties to mafia, tax evasion, and scandals involving women. Anyway, warriors are born to lead society, to defend higher values, morality, justice, freedom. A warrior must serve society guided by principles of honor and be incorruptible. If you resonate with this category, then you need to cultivate knowledge and wisdom and direct much of your energy to protect others and promote good causes. Study the causes that are important to you and make a list of goals you will implement. You can start right now and write in the comments how exactly this video was helpful to you. Next step is a merchant. They are usually entrepreneurs and businessmen, good marketers and salespeople. Their mission is to create, unite, and invigorate. Their main qualities: strong character, generosity, energy. Do you feel that you attract people and bring them together? Do you see opportunities and you're full of ideas? Good. Then let's look at other merchants' qualities. They are motivated to secure and financially protect themselves and their families. Love organizing parties and lunches. They speak beautifully, they are charismatic, they are generous, but their generosity is directed first towards family and friends, and only then towards society. They understand how business works and know how to get profit. I'm sure you've met these kinds of people and are already guessing about their weaknesses. What are they? Attachments, money obsession, self-love, they often hide emptiness inside that makes them feel insecure and never good enough. They can be found dragged into drugs and entertainment dependencies. For me, a good example would be Elon Musk, who is a very talented and successful businessman. At the same time, recently in the media, we have seen that he is in a demon mode, as they call it. If you resonate with this, then your task as a merchant is to make people happy, creating products and services that bring joy, comfort, and convenience. Opening restaurants with a nice atmosphere and good service, or producing high-quality goods. Merchants are satisfied when they see happy faces of clients. Remember that your calling is to give, and the best way to do this is certainly through charity. By giving a part of your talents and money to help other people, merchants cure their loneliness and receive gratitude in return. The fourth type is labor. These are workers, craftsmen, clerks, social workers, nurses, or therapists. They're the backbone of society. Their mission is to care for and serve. They have a firm life stance, usually dividing everything into black and white. Value family, friendship, and faith. Physically strong and enduring, they are ready to serve and capable of self-sacrifice. They have good intuition, resourcefulness, and skilled hands. Of course, there are weaknesses, like envy and the inability to change their beliefs throughout life. They can be highly skilled, but sometimes not well-rounded. Their narrow focus can cause them to become dogmatic and literal-minded. Simon Tchaikovsky makes a good example of Oprah Winfrey. She is a community builder, she has her book club, social media, her audience is like her family. She gives a lot. If you recognize yourself, here is what you need to do to be successful in life. Help others, care for family and friends. Also, surround yourself with merchant types to have a constant flow of new energy, ideas, and people. This will allow you to refresh your mind and avoid being stuck in a rigid way of thinking. Because you love your routines, take a new spin on your day. Drive a different road to work or brush your teeth with the opposite hand. Last type is an outsider. Outsiders are rebels. Their mission is to introduce innovations, challenge norms, fight for rights and freedoms. They stand out with their views, convictions, interests, appearance, clothing. They travel to strange, exotic places and countries. They accept, absorb customs and traditions from other cultures, easily adapt to their surroundings, change their image, and play different roles. They reject the authority, establish norms and dogmas. They're usually not religious, but spiritual, deeply feel injustice and flaws in society, not attached, and easily change their views, place of residence, partners, and friends. As with other types, outsiders have weaknesses, including self-deception, refusal to take responsibility, temptation to blame the world and others for their problems, deception, which can be their strengths, but can also lead to self-deception and delusion. I think a good example here is the genius painter Salvador Dali, whose paintings break all the rules. He challenged society because he enjoyed influencing people's minds and slightly breaking them to make people freer. By the way, if you feel that you're a little bit of every type, likely you're an outsider. If you recognize yourself in this, your duty is to bring fundamentally new ideas, challenge established perceptions, and renew vision regardless of the field. Also, it's crucial to be honest with yourself about yourself. Now that you know more about the dharmic types, find the type that resonates with you the most, and you'll recognize yourself in it. Perhaps this is precisely your path, your dharma. And if you follow your dharma, it means that you follow your true self. You are honest with yourself. You know who you are and what your purpose is. Remember the movie Eddie the Eagle? It's about British skier Michael Edwards. His dharma was to inspire others to follow their dreams and never give up. He failed so many times but kept following his dharma, and he finally made it to the Olympics. In the comments, share what characteristics you've identified in yourself and how closely they reflect your life and sense of well-being. Understanding your dharma type will guide you in choosing a profession, or at very least show you the direction where you can better utilize your inner talents. That's it for today. See you in the next videos.